Patrick Major, aka Captain, is here. Good to see you, sir. We have a bio for you too. You've hit 2 NLL letters, more than anybody else I know. Roughnecks fan. The red is back. How cool is that?
I like it.
I'm excited for that. Sports gambler, you do. There are people out there that get picks. Myself, who doesn't put money on it, you do. Thank you. And Daily Dive team member, my guy. All right, so Captain, it is Star Date Thanksgiving in the U.S. How are you doing, sir?
I'm great. Just kind of dealing with the snowstorm we got up here, but that just means we need to make some money on these ladders so we can fly south.
That's right. And we can pay for more heat bills.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing great. We have been excited this moment. For those wondering, it's not Friday yet. That's a great point. It's not Friday yet. This guy has a real job like the rest of us. So thank you, Captain, for your service. Okay, so we do have a cute little graphic scrolling across the screen. Will be odds for the week according to FanDuel. No sponsor, but I'm just throw up one of the most universal ones you can have. And DraftKings has only one game, so forget them. We're not doing them this week. All right, Captain, there are 2 games you're going to get to, but first explain to the people what a ladder in betting is, just to refresh our brains, please.
Ladder betting is just a little bit more of an entertaining way to build up some money when you start with a small bet.
Right.
Can vary if you want to start with $1, $2, $5, $10, $50, whatever, but essentially every week we're going to scroll through the books, find a pick or 2 we like, and bet that out with a starting amount. And if it wins, then we double it up with the winnings on the next week until we hit our goal.
Or you might fall flat on your face from missing one wrong.
Let's not talk negativity this early. It's week 1.
Unbelievable. How dare me. So I guess for people that actually put their money on this, once you're in a book, you have to stay in that book, right? There is no, unless you withdraw to be dumb, you just kind of stay on one book, build up the bankroll, right?
Yeah, I encourage people to have multiple books so that
Correct.
you can kind of watch the lines. But when we get 4 or 5 steps in, and we're talking $2,000-$3,000, yeah, you might want to stick with one book. It'd probably be the best. If you got the means, though, finding better value on each book is definitely the way to go. But I'm going to pick one book for each ladder and try to kind of stick with that, so anyone that wants to follow can kind of tail.
What book did you choose for the ladder we're about to show people? We're about to give people.
Well, unfortunately, as my post went this morning, not all the books have the lines out, so this is kind of the tricky part. So I've got Bet365 is available in Ontario, most places. So I've started out with my greedy ladder and a smaller ladder on Bet365.
We're gonna get to the greedy as well, but this is I love this, by the way. Captain's Ladder, presented by Elevated Truck and Crane. Thanks for the good people that do the real climbing and not just on ladder bets. Right. So, sir, give us, we're going to start with the greedy stuff. We have, OTV's positive vibes only, II Captain. All right, so, greedy. How does this work, and which games are we doing?
All right, so our greedy ladder is going to be plus odds every week, so we want to try to get as many double ups as we can. So this week I love the under 23.5 on Toronto Rock versus Oshawa.
Gotcha.
We got Rosie with a career of, say, I think it was about 10.18 goals against average versus Dougie. Dougie's had his struggles here and there, but one of his better seasons was under 11 goals against average. So 2 decent goalies going head to head here. A couple of teams that have changed their appearance a little bit. And then if we go off last season, the Rock had 13 of 18 games under 23.5. And Oshawa had 12 of 18 games under 23.5. So I really like that pick, and I'm going to throw in Del Bianco and the Vancouver Warriors, who were phenomenal at home last season, starting off at home against the Colorado Mammoth, who again went through vast changes that may put them a little bit back from last season, but Vancouver is looking like a powerhouse. So week 1, we got Oshawa Rock under 23.5 parlayed with the Warriors money line for greedy ladder step 1.
That's plus 196, almost 2-1 odds on FanDuel for the record. I'm not sure if what it is on Bet365. That's FanDuel. That's awesome. That's good stuff there. So it's funny you mentioned Nick Rose. I never really looked at this before. I probably should have. In his career, this spans over 11,200 minutes. Has a career save percentage despite all those minutes of 78.9. That's not too shabby. That's incredible for an entire career. That's nuts. And like you said, 10.44. Obviously, defense in front of you helps. Hello, Toronto, which we're also banking on. But that's crazy. Ooh, and I've said all year, Doug Jamieson, incredibly underrated at this point, which doesn't make any sense to me. All right. Now for the rookies or for the people that are plus money, come on, we're just trying to make money, pal. Let's go safe. Let's go safe. Let's take one safe step. No flip-flops. We're just feeling good with solid steel-toed shoes.
Yeah, so our single pick $50 to $1,000 ladder, which we're going to have odds that are usually around minus 150, give or take, depending on the week. But I'm going to go with the Vancouver Warriors money line for that pick. Again, I love how they are at home. I'm excited about their season. They're a team that I want to see do great things. They got a big barn, and I'd love to see them outdo the Vancouver Canucks out there with a fan base after this season when they take home the championship.
Absolutely. Well, there you go, sneak peek. 50 to win, 29.41 on FanDuel, minus 170. Like you said, but as far as you'll go to the left there, but that's still pretty good odds. And like you say, the key is the first step, and after that, it's like you really have to start getting. But I love the one steps. Like, and by the way, for those wondering, I know Captain did not advise this, so I'm not saying to do this. Oshawa is plus 110 on FanDuel, and I know that game could go either way. But if you want the plus money greedy ladder, you can actually just do one leg. But just be careful, because I like actually yours better.
I'm going to say on that note, and I'm sure DraftKings might catch up to it, but this morning they had the under 23.5 at plus money on DraftKings. Craziness.
I might have to check that on the other side, but that's awesome. Now we do have something else, because people are like, okay, a bunch of betting. These guys are a bunch of scumbags making money.
Degenerates.
Just bending the NLL over. Unbelievable. But there's something we have to tell the fans. I want to thank you in advance for this. Captain, where will you be tomorrow, and how much fun are you going to have?
I am going to the first ever home game of the Oshawa Firewolves with boots on the ground for at Daily Dive Lax, baby.
I love it. Oh, wait, that deserves a... Now, the challenge is to see if the crowd is louder than what we just heard.
I'm sure they will be. It's looking like it's about a sold-out place there. So if you haven't gotten your tickets, you might want to scatter quick to see what you can get.
And for the record, for those that like knock the resales, event tickets tab on NATalkRadio.com still has some, for the record. So
perfect. Jump on over.
I know a bunch of bums decided to sell them back to people, but that's what you can get. That's what you can get. Thankfully, you have a media pass, but don't tell me about that. Anyways.
Just a heads up, if anyone's watching this that's going to the Oshawa game and you want to share your experience, reach out to us on Instagram or X. Shoot us a DM with where you're sitting, what you're doing, and I'll try my best to get around to everybody I can.
Yeah, he's going to be popular after a while, but for the record, is it daily.lax? Instagram, open DMs. Twitter's a lot more scummy with that, so Instagram, I definitely encourage people to do that, but like he said, like the more people that want to get on video to talk about the experience, the more content we have, etc. OTs. Oh, I forgot. Teddy and Pat are doing that game, and they said see what the TCC. So there you go.
Oh, beauty.
That would be cool. You know what's funny? I know they'll be busy, but if you can like stick around after the play-by-play, or even before the play-by-play, is like try to see if you can get a picture with old Pat and Teddy Bear. I mean, or the Ted General.
Yeah, buddy, that'd be great. I don't know if I'm worthy of being in their presence, but
Which one?
Oh, don't. Hey, were we picking sides early? It's week 1. Come on. Let's
That's
wait till
right.
halfway through their pick'ems before we decide this.
That's right. Oh, unbelievable content is being. Okay, we're gonna let you go. We're gonna let you get back to work. Again, this was Captain's Ladder, star date November 27th, presented by Elevated Truck and Cane. Oh my, that company. Keep climbing safely, Captain.
Yes, sir. Enjoy.
Yes, sir. Captain, everybody. Now, like I said before, welcome back. That will be a segment we will do mostly on Fridays, but sometimes, like I said, job calls, and Thursday's good enough. We're good. Again, he is Oshawa, Toronto under 23.5, expecting a really good defensive matchup. And again, Vancouver money line. If you just want to be safe, he recommends Vancouver money line. Again, he's hit the ladders. I have not. No one has, really. And all the ladders, like, who's tried that besides him? So thank you for that.